Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. Look at the cool Undertaker shirt from the One Dead Band show from back last year. And yeah, let's do something. So I want to talk about what are my top 10 4K Blu-rays at a glance. Like I'm just looking at my shelf and what am I gravitating towards when I watch a movie. So I'm looking at what is my overall enjoyment. First movie I'm always going to choose, and yes, you guys know this about me at this time, it's always Titanic. Titanic's always number one. It's my favorite movie. Yes, this one has a bit of DNR, don't really mind it. But, you know, Titanic is definitely up there in terms of what I would choose on my shelf and what I would always go out and collect first. It would always be Titanic. Just because it's my favorite movie. I have to have my favorite movie. And for you guys, it might be your favorite movie. Number one is always your favorite movie. It's always going to be your favorite movie. So for me, it had to be that. That's one of the first ones I go out and buy. That's one of the first ones, well, it's not the first one I went out and bought, but like if this was available right now and I was starting my collection, the favorite movie is always the one you go for first. The next one I would choose in the 4K collection of what I would actually grab off the shelf and watch like at any given time. It's going to be Austin Powers because I have watched Austin Powers more times than I can count. Not on 4K, but across every format. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely love that cover as well. Really love that cover. Look how shiny that is. Shiny. Shiny. I should get it graded and put it around my neck like all the idiots do. But sorry, if you do that, that's fine. Nothing wrong with getting it graded and getting it as a 9.5 that you can never watch. But hey, that's you. Do you, bud? But yeah, Austin Powers, one of my favorite movies of all time. You know, definitely International Man of Mystery is one of those underrated movies. And also, the one about this is the international cut. So it's got orange sherbet in it. This one has henchman deaths and henchman families. So this one is definitely the one I grew up watching. So it's not the American cut, it's the international cut. And I actually enjoy the international cut. That one I had to get when it came out. I was like, I have to get it, I have to get it, I have to have that one. Number three is The Blues Brothers. I've watched this movie more times than I can count as well. I think I actually wore a VHS tape down, back in the day of this because I've watched it so many times. One of my favorite movies on 4K, definitely up there. It's definitely one that I have to watch again this year. I haven't watched it yet this year, but I have watched it once or twice a year in the past. Like I watched this 4K in particular once or twice a year last year. Watched it a year before when it came out, and yeah, really enjoyed what they did with this 4K transfer. Really enjoyed it. Let's see, what else is here? If I was going to grab anything off the shelf, what would it be? Let's have a look over here. I'm going to see what's over here, guys. You know what? I'm going to choose something that doesn't get enough recognition. And where is it? It's somewhere here. I know it's not something that a lot of people turn towards. I know it's not something that a lot of people really gravitate towards, but Apollo 13 actually looks phenomenal on 4K. I was watching it the other week. It was one of my first movies of 2026, and I actually quite enjoyed the way this movie looked. You know, Tom Hanks playing Jim Lovell, the guy on Apollo 14, the captain of Apollo 13, and you know, who else is in this? Bill Paxton, is he in this? I feel like, yeah, Bill Paxton, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, interesting. Actually, really enjoy this movie. And then what's his name? Gary. What's his name? Gary. Sinise. I can never pronounce his name. Sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. He's in this as well. Like, this is a really great movie. He had Harris playing the flight director in terms of like the guy at NASA telling him, failure is not an option. We are getting those men home with time to spare. And, you know, it's just a really cool movie. I really love Apollo 13. Let's see. I could say 2001 like all the collectors do, but that looks phenomenal on 4K. Don't get me wrong. 2001 looks phenomenal on 4K, but in terms of what I'm reaching for to watch like once a year, that's not going to be in here. I watch that maybe once every second year. It's one of those longer movies that you have to kind of let sit and then appreciate every second or third year. But I'm talking about what I could watch every year and what I would grab off the shelf and watch every year. Let's have a look here. I've got quite a few here that I haven't watched, but we will try to choose one that I have watched. Let's have a look. What do you guys think I should choose? Something from around here? Let's have a look. We will go for... It's in the box set Psycho, but I'm not going to get the whole box set because it's too confusing. Nightmare on Elm Street, I watch at least once a year. Definitely. One of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely one of my favorite franchises of all time. Freddy Krueger just has some sort of nostalgia kick for so many of us. And it's one of those horror movies that really hold up. Now, I know some people say this doesn't have the correct audio, it's missing some things. I just don't mind. I actually quite enjoy this 4K transfer. I actually really like it. So yep, that's going in the collection of what I would actually grab off the shelf and watch every other week, you know? So that's 5 so far. Let's pick 5 more. What are 5 I would grab off the shelf and watch at a second's notice without any prompting? I'm going to choose this one because this is another nostalgic movie. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And this is the American cut. So I know a lot of people were allowed to select on which one they wanted on 4K. I went for this one because this one is actually the American cut, and this is the cut I like. Now, I know there are cuts out there that are more in line with the Italian cut, with Sergio Leone's actual vision for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and it has those scenes with Clint Eastwood and Eli Wallach and all that, and, oh, what's his name? Angel Eyes, what's his eye? Lee Van Cleef. It has all that cut back in, but something about the dubbing just doesn't work with me. And I know there's, like, if it had the correct audio, maybe, but also this is just the version I'm nostalgic for, you know? So that version's definitely one I reach for at least once or twice a year. What else do I reach for once or twice a year? If you know what I'm saying? No, we're not gonna make dirty jokes on here. Definitely. Battle Royale, if you haven't seen it, one of the best movies of all time. And if you want to know how impactful this movie is, look at all the games that do Battle Royale now. It all started right here, I believe, and there might have been things that predated. I'm not saying this was the first of the first, but in terms of this was the one that a lot of people point towards and say, this movie was revolutionary. Love that movie. I reach for it once or twice a year. It's one of the favorite movies in my collection. So how many have we got right now? 7? Let's pick 3 more. What do I reach for once or twice a year here? Let's have a look. I think I would go for Scream once or twice a year, probably. I haven't opened that one yet, so I don't want to pick that one because I haven't watched the 4K yet. I do need to watch the 4K, but haven't opened it yet. It has to be something that I've already watched and have watched a couple of times. That's the criteria for this sort of video. Dawn of the Dead, definitely, if I can get it off there. Definitely one of those movies that I watch once or twice a year. One of the better movies. I think I've watched the extended cut. I think I prefer the extended cut, but I haven't watched the Argento cut. I haven't watched that one with the zombie music in there, and I don't know, there's Goblin music, I should say. But yeah, definitely this box set I really enjoy. I really like having this one, and I really like watching it. So definitely up there. This is definitely one of the 4Ks I reach for once a year. So that's 8 movies so far, I think. If I'm not mistaken. 8 movies so far. Let's pick 2 more. And then we'll try to figure out which ones I would... Yeah. So right here is where you start getting to the dilemma of which ones do you actually watch. I've got number 9 right here. I watch this one at least once a year. Requiem for a Dream. One of the most disturbed movies you're ever going to watch. But I really enjoy this movie. I really, really enjoy this movie. It's something where you see Jared Leto in his own, with his own... Like, you see how good he is when he's in a serious role. Now, a lot of people didn't like the Joker he played. A lot of people don't like Morbius. I actually quite enjoy him in Requiem for a Dream. I actually quite enjoy Jared Leto's work. But in terms of for this is my all-time favorite movie from Jared Leto. And it's got Marlon Williams. Marlon Williams. Is it Wayne's? Who am I thinking of? Marlon Williams is a singer from New Zealand, I think. I don't know. Met him once. Nice guy. He thought he was John Lennon. But yeah. Sorry, Marlon, if you're watching this, you're awesome, dude. Where are we going with this video again? But yeah, Requiem for a Dream. Marlon Wayans, definitely great in it. Yeah. What can you say about this movie? Just watch it. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to go into the plot. If you haven't watched it, it's very disturbed, but definitely one that I watch once or twice a year. And I want to end on a strong here. I don't know which one I'm going to choose for number 10, but I want to end on something strong. We need to end on something strong for number 10. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think number 10 should be? I think I'm going to pick something that... I'm going to pick 2 for number 10. Sorry, I know I'm going into 11. Sorry, I'm going 11. I know. But I'm going to choose 2 more and then we'll make it the top 11. The Matrix, because this 4K got rid of all that green stuff. They went back and put green over it for the remasters of Blu-ray for the Resurrections and... what's it called? Not Resurrections, what's it called? Revolutions and Reloaded. So they put a green tint over the Matrix. They took it away for the 4K. And this just looks phenomenal on 4K. I'm just saying, it looks phenomenal. I watch that once or twice a year, and then we'll end on number 11, which is this one, The Martian. I really enjoyed The Martian with Matt Damon. It's kind of a funny one, you know, best comedy. It's not at all a comedy. I don't even know why that won best comedy, but hey, you won an award for it. You know, you got to give Ridley that. You got to give Ridley Scott credit. This one is definitely up there in terms of my favorites. Let's just go top 15 because I'm already halfway there. Because I have to get another movie off the shelf here that I watch at least once or twice a year. And it's Aliens. Another Ridley Scott movie. You know, Ridley Scott just is great. And these look great on 4K. Like, I'm watching these once or twice a year. Now, a lot of people say, but what about, like, Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer was made for 4K. Choose Oppenheimer. I don't watch it once or twice a year. So, you know, I'm going for the ones that I watch constantly. The 4Ks I gravitate towards. So what are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got to pick 3 more. The next one is going to be kind of a polarizing one. I know some people really love it. I really love it. If I can find it, that is. There it is. But I really love, this is the Nolan movie I would choose to pick once or twice a year. Interstellar on 4K looks absolutely phenomenal. And I don't care what anyone says, this movie looks great on 4K. And I really, really love it. This is the one I gravitate towards probably the most out of the Nolan catalog. Just because of, like, it's such a great movie that I actually enjoy. And, you know, the score of it is just great. So what are we at now? We're at about 14, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got to choose. We've got to choose 2 more. 2. Ha ha ha. Sorry. I know my count impression is not the greatest, but who cares? Hey, it's my video. I can do what I want. What movie am I watching once or twice a year? This is a hard question, and this is where you start to see the collectors really struggle. I have found one that I watch once or twice a year, maybe even 3 or 4 times a year. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm watching that constantly. Like, that's one of the best movies of all time, in my view. One of the best horror movies of all time. This one doesn't have Dolby Vision. This was the first of the first on 4K, like one of those limited editions. This was the first of the first on 4K. So yeah, this is one I've watched a bunch of times, probably since I've had it over the couple of years, maybe 5 years at this point, 6 years, maybe even 7 years. This one has been watched probably at least 20 times. So that's going in there. And we'll choose one more to make the top 15 because, you know, we never stick to anything in these videos. Yeah. What is something I'm watching constantly? That is a hard question. I didn't watch Home Alone last year, so I'm not going to choose Home Alone. Usually I'll choose Home Alone, but I didn't watch it last year, so I wanted to have 1 year where I didn't watch Home Alone, just to try it out. I would probably say something like Speed might be in there. Speed is definitely one of those movies. Maybe High Plains Drifter? High Plains Drifter is definitely up there. I definitely have to say High Plains Drifter's in there. But I want to choose something. I want to end on a strong note here. Old Boy is definitely up there. Old Boy is definitely up there. In terms of something I watch once or twice a year. That's definitely up there, but I'm not going to choose this for number 15. Almost Famous is great. Definitely have to give Almost Famous a shout out. Yeah, I would probably say, let's have a look down here. What am I choosing for number 15? What am I choosing, guys? I don't know what I'm choosing, so give me 2 seconds. I don't know what I'm choosing. This is the thing that I know a lot of you get annoyed with, but you watch it because you're entertained by me just screwing around in here and talking about physical media. So, yeah, you can hear me talk and ponder on certain decisions. But I'm going to look at the drama section down here because I would usually gravitate towards drama. Boys in the Hood is definitely up there. This one's number 15 until I can find a better one. This one is number 15 because I watch this once, twice, 3 times a year. In fact, I might even watch it today. I haven't watched this one in about 6 months. Definitely one. Actually, yeah, this is number 15. I've watched this more times than I can count on 4K. So I've watched this probably 2, 3, 4, maybe even 4 or 5 times last year. It's one of my favorite movies. Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube. I think, was this Ice Cube's first role in a movie? This was before Friday. Yeah, what can you say? Great movie. So yeah, that's the top 15. I am going to put them all there, and you can see them all right there. If I can get that glare off it, obviously. There we go. Let's get that thumbnail, if I can. This is going to be such a silly thumbnail, but we don't care, do we? There we go. We got the thumbnail? You done yet? I'm waiting for you guys. Hurry up. Oh, this is such a random video. This is not going to work, guys, but who cares? We're just having fun now. People said I've been so negative the past couple of weeks, so I wanted to do some positive videos because people have said I've been negative. So here's a positive video, guys. Yay! Let me know what you think. What's your top 15 out of... If you had to choose 15 movies right now, don't give me the reason. Just put 15. Bang, 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 bang. 15 movies. Tell me what you would choose right now if you had to grab some off your shelf 4K-wise. What are you watching? Let me know down in the comments. What do you watch once or twice a year? Peace. Who's that jumping out of the sky? R.A. Mysterio. Here we go. Sorry, that didn't work because of the Undertaker shirt. But bye-bye.